Now if you've just started Assassin's Creed Valhalla, here are all 8 hidden weapons and abilities to pick up right at the start of the game. In fact, this video covers every single weapon and ability you can find in the first zone in the game, which will obviously give you a huge advantage early on. So subscribe with the bell icon if you want more Valhalla guides and tips over the coming weeks. Let's get started with number 1 on our list, the Sniper Recurve Bow. Now the Raven bows in Valhalla have an extra ability to zoom in for those easy headshots. What's really crazy though is the effect on these weapons, because they deal even more damage if you're at full health when you hit your target. This means that if you're sneaking around, you can accurately one-hit kill all of your foes with headshots before going in for the kill. As you can see in the video footage, it can be pretty overpowered. So you can get this weapon right at the start of the game after you save your crew here on the map. Just come to Haverik's shipyard. You can either raid this settlement or even easier, just park your boat and sneak in from the west hand side of the town. Here's the docks just here, and behind us you can see you can jump right down the wall there, and then you'll find the entrance to where this unique armor is actually found. We just need to drop down this hole. Sorry about the lag, by the way, guys. The game is in early access right now and it's just a bit buggy if you play it for a long period of time. And now we have the Recurve Bow. Next up, just here on the south of the map, you will find your first bow-based ability in the game. Just here in Grittisand. It's a small fort, but very easy to sneak into. Make sure you enter from the northeast side, because there's actually a gap underneath the fence here that you can just slide under. Once inside, head along the alleyway covered in bushes so you can't be seen. First take the fork to the right to grab the arrows which you'll need in a moment. Then head back to the left and you will eventually come to a barred door, which seals the treasure within. To access this area you actually need to climb up to the left here, and you'll find a ladder which will lead you to the entrance of the fort itself. Then next, if you destroy this hidden trapdoor on the left, for some reason you can't melee attack it, you need to use your bow, and then you'll be able to slide down the ladder into the fort. Once inside you can open the skill book and you'll learn this new ability. It basically turns your arrows into sleep darts, which you can obviously use on your targets that you cannot otherwise kill in one hit. An arrow marked with the swan puts a target to sleep almost instantly. Be sure to equip it on your quick slot to actually use it. Next up at number 3, you can find a really small island here on the center of the map. A little secret about this island is that its name actually translates to not an island. This is actually a very easy raid which you can do right at the start of the game. There's only a few foes here that your crew will easily dispatch for you. In the center of the island is one house where you'll find a unique axe called Bone Biter. This axe has an effect which will increase stun damage after a heavy hit up to 10 times. It's also from the wolf skill tree as well. Next up at number 4, my favorite ability in the game, Throwing Axe Fury. Now you have the ability to throw a flurry of axes at all enemies in range of you. Not only does this look incredible, but it does mega damage to a bunch of enemies and knocks them all back. You can find this ability book here in the town of Notfall, located just here on the map. You'll come here during the main quest line, but the ability book itself is hidden in the cave just below the back of the town, to the south here. And it's rather easy to miss if you don't check, so it's just good to know it's here. Next up, we're at number 5 on our list, and if you do drop a like on the video, guys, it really does help support the channel and I appreciate it a lot. Southeast on the map from the town that you just found that book, you will find the Marauder's Den, here in the center of the island. I recommend entering from the top of the cliff here, and once you have dispatched the Marauders in the camp, you can climb onto the Nordic house and leap onto the treasure which is hanging from a tall tree. Inside the treasure chest, you'll discover your first warhammer. It's not quite Thor's hammer, but we'll be finding that in a future video, so make sure you subscribe with the bell icon for that. The warhammer increases heavy damage after a heavy finisher up to 5 times the damage. Very nice indeed for those big, hard hits. Next up we have number 6 on our list. This is the first sax weapon you can unlock in the game. It's essentially a short sword that gives you extra damage after each attack you dodge. The moveset is actually really nice as well, because you basically go slash 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 and then jump back from the enemy before they can counterattack you. So if this fits your playstyle, you're definitely going to pick this one up for sure. It actually helped me finish one of the very hard secret boss fights that I was very underleveled for. This weapon is located on the southwest of the map at this fort called Eek Undersund. It's very easy to actually grab if you're stealthy early on in the game. It's hidden within a large church-like building which you can easily access without alerting anybody. There's a big enemy here that puts up a very good fight, however you can easily bait him over and just assassinate him, or sneak around him and loot the treasure chest if not. I chose to assassinate him because that was a lot easier for me. Then you can go ahead and access the treasure chest. Do take care though, because there's a lot of bone chimes around, and if you walk through them you'll actually trigger the enemies to your location. But once you're done, just loot the chest to obtain the Yingling Sax. You'll also notice this weapon has a ridiculously high attack speed and crit chance, which is obviously a really nice combination. Next, in at number 7, the third ability you can unlock, which brings us to all the abilities you can have on this map, is located a few more hours into the game just here on the map at Kajan's Fortress. Honestly, still don't know how you pronounce this name, but it's very easy to miss. After the battle, I recommend you grab it by accessing the waterfall up the mountain here, where you'll be able to climb up behind a secret tunnel. Seems like quite a big cave here. Area not available. Why does it say that? Collect Book of Knowledge. There we go. Rage of Helheim. This ability can be grabbed very early on. Essentially you just run at your enemies, you push them to the ground, and then you need to punch them in the correct timing and order to do mega damage before they push you off. Do bear in mind though that it can be interrupted by enemies, so it's always good to use it on someone who's kind of alone. Next up at number 8 we have the final weapon on our list, which is found here in the same settlement. Right next to the main longhouse, there's another house that's shaped like a triangle, and within you'll find your first flail weapon, which is definitely rather fun to use though. This early on I just don't think it's that great of a weapon. The moveset is rather rapid. After a initial slow wind up you can really get in the fast hits, but I personally don't really like the flail that much. Let me know what you guys thought of these weapons and abilities in the comments below, and if you guys want to carry on finding more secrets and weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, check out the weapon and character build guides linked down below in the description. And of course you can subscribe and press the bell notification icon for regular updates on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and goodbye.